Hello and welcome to Inside the PGTI. The second half of the season began in the bustling city of Noida. The tour was back after a 4-month break at the Noida Golf Course with the new event Take Solutions Classic. With a prize purse of 50 lakh rupees, the tournament saw the who's who of Indian golf, including the likes of Himmat Rai, Rashid Khan and champions including the 2015 Panasonic Open winner Chirag Kumar.
We enjoy playing these golf courses. Any new event that comes on obviously is very special for the PGTI that we get new sponsors and new events. So we all look forward to new events, and there are only those many golf courses that you can play events on in India. So it really doesn't matter which golf course you're playing on as long as you're playing a good event.
The field was a strong one with an interesting mix of big names, some stalwarts of the tour and exciting young talents. This gave a chance to all the participants to test themselves against the very best.
It is absolutely fantastic. I think this is the inaugural event, Take Solutions tournament happening here in Noida. So it's a great prize purse. The field is absolutely fantastic. So it's absolutely great for Indian golf. All the players, NC players, young players, old players, middle-aged guys, and some legends of golf in India playing this tournament as well. So it's all in all, it's great for Indian golf, and I hope we have a great event.
I think it's good, because we need our events to be scheduled to, according to the Asian Tour, so that the Asian Tour players can come back and play at home and help grow the sport over here. So I feel it's very good, and it's good for us, it's good for the game, it's good for everybody, to compete and win good tournaments. You have to play well to win here.
The course is a very narrow one and requires the golfers to be precise with their drives. It was a challenge that excited the golfers.
Well, the golf course just requires, basically you have to be really good off the tees. And if you're good off the tees, the fairways being soft, you're going to have some long irons because of the wind. And so basically, I think striking is the key this week. So anybody who does that well and gives itself some most opportunities for birdies is going to make many birdies.
I quite like this golf course. I've always liked Noida Golf Course. It gives you, it tests you. You have to work the ball both ways, not just a straightforward golf course. You have some draw holes and you have some fade holes. You have to be a smart player tee to green to be able to walk away with the trophy after 4 rounds here.
Another challenge that awaited the players was from Mother Nature. Tournaments here have been previously held in the latter part of the year and for the first time were being played during the monsoon season. Noida and its neighbouring regions had been at the end of some heavy rain in the days leading up to the tournament, but the players were positive regarding the weather.
Personally, I feel in August, early August in North, you can't usually play golf because the golf course, you know how it rains here. So, but otherwise, I'm not going to say anything. It's the same for everybody. It's just that we have to get past the conditions and just play golf.
You know that it's monsoon and you have to be geared for it. So you just need to see that the conditions are same for everyone. It's just that maybe you'll get into the wrong draw somewhere. Probably you'll. So, but I think for everyone it's going to be the same. You'll definitely experience a little bit of showers here and there. So the course is going to play tough.
So with the challenge of unpredictable weather and a hugely competitive field, a lot was at stake. Round 1 promised some surprises and it did not disappoint. The round belonged to the 39-year-old C. Muniappa. He carded a score of 5 under 67 to become the sole leader on day 1 and enjoyed a great round despite the changing weather conditions.
Driving the ball very well today and putting also very good, and 2-3 putt also, but okay, but couple of putt I made like a 15 feet or some putts I made, so I'm quite happy with the rounds.
Muniappa was one of the few to master the conditions. All the big names were struggling otherwise. Local boy Amardeep Singh Malik could only manage a score of even par and finished tied 15th. Sharing the spot with Amardeep was Delhi's Himmat Rai, who struggled on the day and finished with a score of even par. Rolex ranking leader Shubhankar Sharma finished tied 9th, having struggled on the slow greens.
The round was it wasn't great to start with. I was 3 over par in the back nine, which was my front nine. But yeah, well, I recovered really well in the front nine, made 4 birdies, so I'm pretty pleased with the round.
The conditions were tough and it showed with the scores. Ajitesh Sandhu finished 1 over but was hoping for a better few days ahead.
It's definitely playing wet, but that's usually a good thing on this course because I've always played this course. It's very hard and fast and it plays very tough when that happens. So I think that's makes it a little bit easier for us. It is playing a little bit longer, but I don't think that's too much of an issue because the yardage on this course is not that long to begin with. So I think it's playing a little bit easier than what it usually does in the past years. So yeah, I think the scoring is going to be a little bit lower as well.
Even 2015 Panasonic Open winner Chirag Kumar was struggling to find the answers to the tricky surroundings. Another problem facing the golfers was the wind. A lot of drives were landing up in the fairways of the neighbouring holes, which only added to the challenge.
The wind is always up, and I mean, it's not that much as much we are used to here. So I mean, striking is the key this week, and if you hit it well, then you're going to have some birdie opportunities.
The wind over here keeps swirling, so like it is tough. But I struggled particularly on the greens today, you know, because I just couldn't get the speed right. I just couldn't read maybe a few lines. So I'm looking forward to just coming to going to the putting green, just getting my stroke back, and come back and play a good round tomorrow.
So the leaderboard saw a lot of changes from normal. At the top was a familiar face, Muniappa. But the top 10 did not have a single winner from the tour this year. Sachin Besoya and Vishal Singh played a good round of 3 and 2 under respectively. Meanwhile, Indian legend Gaurav Ghai also made the top 10. Sujan Singh and Shamim Khan shared the top spot, while youngster Samarth Dwivedi also managed to finish in the top 10 with a score of 1 under. But one of the names to stand out from the top 10 was that of Sudhir Sharma, who, after his round of 3 under, was starting to sense a good few days ahead.
I'm really happy, and I'll try my level best every day, and there's no expectation from me right now. I just want to follow my routine and follow my process, that's it, and I just want to play well.
Coming up after the break, will the surprises continue or can the Top Guns start gunning again? This and more on the other side of the break. Stay tuned to Inside the PGTI. Welcome back to Inside the PGTI. After the uncertainties of round 1, round 2 had a lot to live up to. The conditions were a little more settled and were expected to be more familiar for the golfers. How did they fare in this round? Let's find out. After doing spectacularly well in the first round, Sudhir Sharma did not have such a good outing on the second day. He birdied the first hole but could not sustain his form. And he went on to bogey the 2nd, 12th and 13th to finish with a score of 2 under overall.
Pretty much, yeah, today hitting was off. I was all over the places, but somehow I managed it pretty well, and I think it's a pretty decent round 1 over, but it's not good.
Another performer from the previous day, Sachin Besoya, struggled. After an impressive opening round of 3 under, he scored 3 bogeys and 1 double bogey. And if not for his 3 birdies, he would have scored a lot worse than his overall score of 1 under. Amongst the few to improve was Ajitesh Sandhu. He carded a score of 1 under overall. He narrowly missed an eagle on the 8th, but the birdie helped improve his rank to finish day 2 tied 9th. Bengaluru's S. Chikkarangappa was having a great day and was going strong with a score of 3 under for the day. But a bogey on the final 2 holes brought down his score for the day to 2 under and 2 over overall. Digvijay Singh scored 6 birdies on the day but failed to make the best use of it, as his 5 bogeys resulted in him finishing 1 under for the day at 2 under overall.
I started alright. I was 1 under through the first few holes and then made a couple of bogeys. And then suddenly you were standing at 1 over. And I was lucky to have a good run again, birdie 12, 13, 14 and 17. So I did consolidate a bit and I'm happy with the score I walked off with.
Day 1 leader C. Muniappa was having a mixed day. He could only manage a score of even par on the day, as his 4 bogeys and a double bogey cancelled out his good work, and he carded a day of 5 under overall. Someone who wasn't fazed by the conditions was local boy Amardeep Singh Malik. He bagged this eagle on the 14th and then rescued himself from a tight spot on the 15th to bag himself another birdie and roar his way to the tied 2nd spot with a score of 5 under. So he was obviously delighted with his performance.
Before, fairways is the key. And I hit a lot of fairways today and I gave myself good opportunities to go for the green. And luckily I hit it to about 4 feet for eagle on the 14th, and then even though I was out of position on 15th, I hit it about 2.5 feet for birdie again. So those 2 holes gave me almost 3 shots back, so that's pretty good.
One man who was clearly above the rest was Hani Basoya. He played a bogey-free round 2 and managed to hold 7 birdies to finish his day at 7 under and as the joint leader. To the leaderboard then. Round 1 leader C. Muniappa dropped down to the tied 2nd spot with local boy Amardeep Singh Malik, while Rashid Khan was slowly making his way up with a round of 3 under to finish day 2 at 4 under overall to finish at 4th. Shubhankar could only manage an even par score and finished at 1 under overall. The performance of Hani on day 2 caught many eyeballs. He finished at 7 under to become the sole leader, and we caught up with him to learn a little bit more about him. Hani Basoya belongs to a golfing family, and golf was the one sport that always called out to him.
मेरे घर के माहौल में मेरे ख्याल से 24 घंटे में से 20 घंटे हमारी सिर्फ गोल्फ पे बात चलती रहती है। तो बस कहीं कहीं बेनिफिट भी मिलता है इस चीज़ से और कहीं थोड़ा नुकसान भी होता है, क्योंकि अगर माइंड किसी चीज़ को पॉजिटिव वे में ले रहा है तो बहुत ही अच्छा होता है, और हल्का सा भी कोई नेगेटिव चीज़ आ जाए तो बहुत नुकसान कर जाती है। मेरी लाइफ में सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रोल मेरे फादर ने ही प्ले करा है, क्योंकि स्टार्टिंग से लेके अब तक वही मेरे कोच हैं। बीच में मैं मेरे पापा के जो बड़े भाई हैं वो भी मेरे कोच हैं, मिस्टर गस्तराम, और बस यही 2 हैं जो मुझे सपोर्ट करते रहते हैं जो मेरी गोल्फ में।
Every golfer has their strengths and weaknesses, and Hani is aware of his own and knows where he needs to improve to become one of the top names in Indian golf.
मेरे ख्याल से काफ़ी चीज़ें हैं। सबसे पहले तो मेरा माइंड जो मुझे अपना ठीक करना पड़ेगा थोड़ा, क्योंकि 10 चीज़ें पॉजिटिव और 1 चीज़ नेगेटिव, अगर वो नेगेटिव थोड़ा नुकसान कर रही है तो इसका मतलब माइंड में थोड़ी वीकनेस है। मतलब मैं हिटिंग अच्छी करता हूँ तो ऑब्वियसली सी बात है कि मैं पटिंग में आके थोड़ा सा डरूंगा ही, क्योंकि अगर मैं पटिंग भी अच्छी करने लग जाऊँगा तो मैं गेम में मेरी वीकनेस ही नहीं रहेगी फिर कुछ।
Hani was always a hot prospect during his amateur days, but stepping up to pro is never an easy task for anyone, and he had to learn it the hard way.
अभी फ़िलहाल तो मैं काफ़ी कंफर्टेबल फील कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि जब मैं स्टार्टिंग में एमेचर से प्रो बना था तो मैं काफ़ी ब्राइट प्लेयर था। मैं टॉप 3 में था एमेचर्स के, तो काफ़ी एक्सपेक्टेशन थी लोगों को कि मैं बहुत अच्छा करूँगा प्रो में भी, और मेरा फर्स्ट सेकंड ईयर कुछ ज़्यादा ही ख़राब रहा था तो मैं काफ़ी डाउन हो गया था उस टाइम पे। अब जाके मैं मेरी जब थोड़ी गेम बेटर हो रही तो अब जाके मैं थोड़ा कंफर्टेबल फील कर रहा हूँ टूर पे। डिफरेंस सिर्फ इतना है कि बस मैं प्रोफेशनल में आके कुछ ज़्यादा ही सोचने लग गया था। मुझे बस अपनी वही चीज़ करनी थी जो मैं एमेचर टूर पे करता था, बस गोल्फ खेलनी थी मुझे। प्रो में आके क्योंकि मेरी फैमिली थोड़ी ज़्यादा ही गोल्फ के अंदर है, मेरे भाई भी खेलते हैं, मेरे बड़े पापा भी खेलते हैं, तो इन सब का थोड़ा प्रेशर रहता था, मतलब फील होता था प्रेशर कि थोड़ा अच्छा खेलना ज़रूरी है।
Every Indian golfer dreams of playing abroad, and Basoya is no different. It's a dream he has cherished for long and is eager to live it.
हर गोल्फर का सपना तो पीजी टूर पे खेलने का है, और वो स्टेप बाय स्टेप ही होगा। तो पहले एशियन टूर, फिर यूरोपियन टूर, फिर पीजी टूर, तो धीरे धीरे करके ऐसे जाना है। मेरा भी सपना वही है बस कि मैं बस पीजी टूर पे खेलूँ।
Honey was finally fulfilling his talent and was now looking set to win his first tournament on the tour, but stiff competition awaited him. It was now time for round 3. Honey was playing well, but his weakness, his putting, really let him down. He had many near misses for birdies, and this resulted in an even par round, but he was still in with a chance for his maiden title. C. Muniappa improved on his score, and with birdies on the 1st, 2nd and 17th, managed to end up with a score of 6 under despite 2 bogeys. Amardeep too improved on his score to finish with a round of 6 under. But the man of the day was Rashid Khan. He played a spectacular round of 4 under for the day and grabbed the top spot leading into the final day.
Overall it was fine, and I think I played really good. I mean, I started really well. I was 2 under after 3 holes, but didn't hold putts after that. I was a little struggling with my putting. I mean, first 2 days also it was the same story. But today I think, yeah, good recover after making bogey on 10th. I think, yeah, good coming back after I made birdie on 13 and 17, 18. So yeah, I'm happy.
So the leaderboard has a new man at the top. Rashid Khan takes the sole lead on day 3, while Honey Basoya's great form continues as he remains on top. Tied third are Amardeep Singh Malik and 2009 Hero Indian Open winner C. Muniappa. Khalin Joshi was locked in a 3-way tie for the 5th spot alongside Sachin Basoya and Ranjit Singh with scores of 5 under. Coming up after the break, the Take Solutions Classic reaches its conclusion as a new winner is crowned. Stay tuned to Inside the PGTI. After an exciting first 3 rounds, the leaderboard had seen a lot of changes, but it was now time to stake a claim to become the winner of the inaugural Take Solutions Classic 2016. Playing in the penultimate group, first round leader C. Muniappa began the day with a birdie on the first to take his score to 7 under and worry the leader Rashid Khan. However, Rashid too grabbed a birdie on the same hole to maintain his lead. But as soon as the leaderboard began to take shape, the heavens opened up, causing a 40-minute delay. But once the rain gods had relented, the golfing action began once again. Rashid continued undeterred as he bagged a birdie on the second to move up to 10 under. But Honey Basoya closed up the gap as his second shot on the par 4 second hole landed within 5 feet and saw him grab a birdie to move to a score of 8 under, 2 shots off the leader. But that didn't last for long as Honey then went on to bogey the next 2 holes, including this one on the 4th. C. Muniappa had moved closer to the leader with a birdie on the 4th and had this chance to move to within a shot of the leader but missed narrowly. Rashid on the other hand had to make this chip on the 6th to avoid dropping a shot. The 7th proved to be a very bad hole for the title contenders. First, Muniappa made a bogey to move back to 7 under. Then, Rashid suffered the same fate and fell to 9 under. Amardeep Singh Malik though suffered the most with a double bogey. While Honey made this putt to move back to 7 under and within 2 shots of the leader. Rashid then went back to 10 under on the 8th with this great birdie. On the 9th though, he had cause for worry. He just couldn't make the right approach and as a result ended up double bogeying it and was now at 8 under at the changeover. The 12th was where it all changed. Muniappa, who was playing on 7 under and was only one shot off the leader when he made this poor chip on his third shot at the par 4 to move further down to 6 under. And on the very same hole, Rashid made a birdie to reach the score of 9 under and pull ahead of the chasing pack. Then on the par 5 14th, Rashid once again made a birdie to reach 10 under. Playing one group ahead of the leader, C. Muniappa had made a great recovery with 2 consecutive birdies on the 14th and 15th. And he was on 7 under and landed this great putt to move to 8 under and within 2 shots of the leader. Rashid had made a bogey on the 15th and was now in need of a birdie on the par 5 17th to avoid a playoff. And this great chip from the edge of the green helped him do so and reach the commanding score of 10 under. Hani Besoya, who had a great first 3 rounds, just couldn't get going and with bogeys like this one on the 17th ended up with a score of 6 under. Amardeep Singh Malik, who had struggled for form earlier in the day, made a birdie on the 14th and with this putt on the 17th, then moved to 7 under, just 1 shot of Muniappa. Muniappa though just left it a little too late and failed to birdie the last hole. He finished his tournament at 8 under. All that was left now was for Rashid to avoid a double bogey on the final hole. And he made sure of it when this chip from near the greens ended up within 4 feet. And Rashid now had one hand on the trophy. Amardeep had to make this birdie to grab the tied second spot alongside Muniappa, and he did so in grand fashion. The celebrations had already begun for Rashid Khan as he won his first tournament in 20 months and became the first winner of the Take Solutions Classic. To the leaderboard then, Rashid Khan won the tournament with a score of 10 under overall. Tied second were C. Muniappa and Amardeep Singh Malik. Hani Besoya finished 4th. Delhi's Shubhankar Sharma played the best round of the day at 4 under to finish tied 5th with a score of 5 under overall. Khalin Joshi finished 7th while Ranjit Singh rounded off the top 10. Rashid was understandably delighted to win the tournament and was now looking to carry his form into the upcoming events.
The last tournament which I won was Chiang Mai in November, and after that I didn't even finish top 5. I think finished 1 second in Pune, lost I think by 1 shot. But now it's a different story, and at least I've got my feeling back and my confidence. I think that's what the player needs, and if you can once win a tournament, you can win on again. There was some pressure on me also when I was on the golf course. When I made double on 9th hole, I was just 2 shots ahead. But I think good recovery on back 9. I mean, I was little focused, and I think I had a few good shots and made a birdie over there. And that's how you need some luck also to win tournament. But once you know that like this is what's going on in your mind. I was not hitting my driver well today, but it's okay. And I shot 2 under, and it was fine enough to win a tournament. So that's it.
That's it then for this edition of Inside the PGTI. Till next time, goodbye.